First, we will start from the important events of the day of 4th March. First Asian Games 1951. The first Asian Games were held from 4th March to 11th March 1951 in Delhi, India. Originally scheduled to be held in 1950, it was postponed until 1951 due to delays in preparations. Athletes from 11 nations participated in the inaugural Games, which featured 6 sports: association football, athletics, basketball, cycling, swimming, and weightlifting. 41 nations were represented in the 2002 Asian Games in Busan, South Korea, where events in 38 sports were contested. The Games were originally scheduled to take place in 1950, but were postponed by a year. On 4th March 1951, President Rajendra Prasad opened the Asian Games at the Dhyan Chand National Stadium in Delhi. A total of 489 athletes representing 11 nations took part in 57 events across 8 sports. Japan topped the medals tally, winning 60 medals, including 24 gold, while India came second with 51 medals, including 15 gold and 20 bronze. This is the highest ranking India has ever achieved in the Asian Games. The closest it came again was in the 1962 Games at Jakarta, when it came third in the overall medal tally. On 5th March 1961, Vikrant sailed from Belfast for Portsmouth and Portland to carry out sea trials, and on 6th October 1961, Vikrant finally sailed for India. It entered Bombay on 3rd November 1961. The 19,500-ton carrier, INS Vikrant, was the first ever carrier for an Asian country and remained so for a long time. Soon after its commissioning, the INS Vikrant saw action during the Goa Liberation Operation in 1961. It played a crucial role in the 1971 war with its aircrafts decimating the enemy. The Sea Hawks and Alases pounded the enemy targets over Chittagong, Cox's Bazar, Khulna and Mongala. Heavy damage was inflicted on the ships and harbour installations. The runways at the first 2 places were rendered inoperable, and along with other units of the fleet, Vikrant ensured a total blockade of East Pakistan. The INS Vikrant helped in preventing reinforcement of Pakistani forces from the sea, leading to the birth of Bangladesh. The INS Vikrant emerged in a new avatar as a vertical short takeoff and land, VTOL, carrier in 1984, with the brand new, state-of-the-art aircraft Sea Harrier. Its new capability inspired the induction of INS Vikramaditya and the plans of its reincarnation. After serving for 36 years, it was decommissioned from active service on 31st January 1997. National Safety Day. When it was first organized by the Ministry of Labour and Employment in Delhi on December 11 to 13, 1965, with President Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan in attendance. During this time, the idea of having a National Safety Council was approved at the Standing Labour Committee's 24th session in February 1966. Thereafter, the National Safety Council L was formed by India's Ministry of Labour on 4th March 1966, using the Society Registration Act of 1860 to register the council. Moreover, through the Bombay Public Trust Act of 1950, the National Safety Council was officially recognized. Thus, to commemorate the founding anniversary of the National Safety Council on the 4th of March 1972, the National Safety Day program was established and is celebrated every year on this day. Moving towards the death anniversaries of 4th March. Jyotirindranath Tagore Death Anniversary. Jyotirindranath Tagore, born on 4th May 1849, was a playwright, a musician, an editor, and a painter. Endowed with an outstanding talent, he had the rare capability of spotting talent in others. He played a major role in the flowering of the talents in his younger brother, the first Asian Nobel Prize winner Rabindranath Tagore. The grandson of Dwarkanath Tagore and the 5th son of Devendranath Tagore, Jyotirindranath was born in the Tagore family of Jorsanko, in Calcutta, now Kolkata. Jyotirindranath was attracted towards the theatre from his student days. He formed a home theatre group and staged dramas. One of his cousins, Ganendranath, established the Jorsanko Natyasala in 1865. The first play to be staged was Krishna Kumari by Michael Madhusudan Datta. Jyotirindranath acted in the role of Ahalyadevi, a brave queen. His early success developed in him a determination to be one of greatest playwrights in his age. Jyotirindranath had assisted Rabindranath via encouragement and companionship. His younger sister, Swarnakumari Devi, was also a well-known writer and musician. During his school days, Jyotirindranath was attracted towards the theatre and also formed a home theatre group where he staged several dramas. The very first play to be staged was Krishna Kumari by Michael Madhusudan Datta, and Jyotirindranath played the role of Ahalyadevi, a brave queen. He also had music lessons from Bishnupda Chakravarti and was an expert in playing the violin, piano, harmonium and sitar. Jyotirindranath later died on 4th March 1925 in the company of Satyendranath, his constant companion since his wife's death. Lala Hardayal, born 14th October 1884, Delhi, India, died 4th March 1939. Lala Hardayal was born on 14th October 1884 to a Punjabi family in Delhi. He was a revolutionary mind who formed the Ghar Party in USA. The members of this party were expatriate who were willing to launch an international movement against the British rule in India. Their party was founded on 15th July 1913 in Astoria, Oregon. Hardayal. Inspired by revolutionary ideals of such great men and women, he abandoned his scholarships and the ICS and returned to India in 1908. He devoted himself to revolutionary work. He once said no Indian who truly loves his country should compromise his principles and barter his rectitude for any benefit at the hands of India's foreign oppressive rulers. As a result of his many provocative pieces against the government, the British government banned his writings. After that, Lala Lajpat Rai advised him to go to foreign. He visited Paris, Algeria, Martinique, and the United States, among other places. He lived a simple life and was working on his own interpretation of religion and anarchism. Karl Marx's writings influenced him as well. Lal Hardayal lived in India until 1909, when he moved to Paris and became involved with the Vande Mataram newspaper. It is worth noting that Sri Aurobindo edited the English newspaper Vande Mataram. Sri Aurobindo's first concern was to declare openly about the complete independence of India. He believed that all the political actions in India should have this one goal. The Nationalist Party's program, non-cooperation, passive resistance, Swadeshi, boycott, national education, settlement of legal disputes by popular arbitration, and other items of Sri Aurobindo's plan were all declared and developed in the journal. In 1911, he moved to San Francisco and became a member of the Industrial Union. When Basant Kumar Biswas threw the bomb on Lord Hardinge in 1912, he was in America and was blown away. Lala Hardayal founded the Pacific Coast Hindustan Association in 1913. Sohan Singh Bhakna was elected president. Kesar Singh Thatgad was made vice president and Lala Hardayal as general secretary. Lala Thakur Das Dhuri was made joint secretary, and Pandit Kanshi Ram Mardoli as treasurer. All these decisions were taken in the first meeting in Astoria in 1913. In 1913, he founded the Ghar Party. The US government arrested him for spreading anarchism. He later moved to Berlin and worked as an Indian philosophy professor in Sweden for 10 years. Thoughts in Education, Social Conquest of Hindu Race, 44 Months in Germany and Turkey, Hints for Self-Culture, Bodhisattva Doctrines, and others are among his works. Lala Hardayal died on 4th March 1939, in Philadelphia, at the age of 54. Har Dayal was honored with a commemorative stamp issued by India Post in 1987.